Riders, welcome back to Sans Bikes, where we only talk e-bikes. And today with Dominic, an old school BMX friend of mine from back in the day. He is a part of the Lab Rats, and we are reviewing the TNTs from Ride Concepts, which we've both been riding. Well, Dom's been on for 3 months. I've been actually riding mine for the last year. I've got one pair in Australia and another two pairs in Spain. So first off, Dom, how did you get on?
These are awesome. I really like them. I guess the main difference from the power lines is the strap at the top, which yeah, really adds more security and more comfort as well. It's great.
And how do you find the comfort compared to other riding shoes that you've had?
I mean, compared to the power lines, it's very similar. Maybe a little bit more support with the TNTs, but other brands that I've ridden with, it's no comparison. These are so much more comfortable and more secure in general. Really good.
So as I said, I've been riding mine for a year. I absolutely love my TNTs. I reckon comfort-wise, I think they are comfortable. They are a bigger, sort of burlier shoe. They're probably not my everyday shoe, but when we are riding the e-bikes, it's good to have the protection. So going on now, how protected do you feel in these shoes?
Yes, very highly recommended for this sport is having that security around your feet and your ankle, being a little bit higher as well. Yeah, so I have no issues at all with hitting rocks and
Have you kicked any rocks with them?
yeah, all the time that
Yeah.
you won't even notice, like a snow boot.
Yeah, it is like a snow boot.
Yeah.
It is like it's a good way to describe it.
Yeah.
I reckon like well, Dom used to do a bit of motorbiking. I reckon it's kind of similar to wearing a motorbike boot.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be really riding what we do without a really good pair of shoes. I broke my foot like very badly 7 years ago, and I was riding. I'm going to say it. I was riding Vans. I love Vans, but they have no place, no business being out on a mountain bike trail now. Like they just don't have the protection. Cool shoes, but don't have the protection. So now coming on to grip, and Dom and myself both have Sam Hill pedals. You need to have good pedals. How'd you find the grip, and how would you compare it to your older shoes, which were a 510 Freerider Pro?
I find the grip better suited to my riding on these shoes on the Ride Concepts, and they feel stickier, but also they allow adjustment on the trail. So when your foot falls out of position and you're coming quickly into a difficult section, you can sort of get your feet back into position and get yourself ready. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to step in there and talk about my experience with the grip. I think that a 510 probably offers more grip. I'm going to say it's just a little bit more grip, but what I don't really like about a 510 is the fact you can't do the micro adjustments out on the trail. So like, if you're smashing down a downhill and your foot moves just a little bit, you can't do that micro adjustment. And I think on the Ride Concepts you can. Now coming down to value, and the TNTs, for a quick Google search, you can get them for around 100, 110 euros, or about 180 to 250 Australian dollars. So how'd you find the value?
Well, for the power lines, so when we first tested these, I wasn't too sure, but now that's been about a year, and you can see here that they're actually in still very good condition. I still ride with these, and I would certainly rate them very good value. They haven't missed a beat. They have still in one piece, so it's really good.
Nice. I think for value-wise and durability, I think you're going to be obviously comparing to 510s. They were my go-to shoes before. I'd say they last as long, and so they're just as well built.
Yeah.
Agree?
But they're a better shoe.
But they're a better shoe. There you go. Okay, now let's just compare it against like your power lines, other shoes on the market. How do you think that TNT compares?
I don't see a big difference with the power lines. The strap is nice. I'm not sure whether makes a huge difference to me. Certainly, It might be more a pro thing. But in terms of other shoes, no, I wouldn't change. I wouldn't go back. I still have my 510s, and I have tried them on a couple of times since testing these, and it's completely different. It's different altogether.
So the $1 million question: you're going to buy those shoes today? If I take these back off you,
Yeah,
are you going to buy them today?
Yeah, well, I've still got a few Ks in the power line,
All right.
But yeah, definitely next round I would be looking up these for sure.
I mean, definitely for me, like I think the TNT, the Ride Concept TNT, for me, and Ride Concepts are not a sponsor of the channel. For me, they do offer me the best protection and the best grip. Not the best grip, but for my style, like you said, for my style of riding, I do like to make those micro adjustments. So I'm going to say, yeah, these are my standout go-to flat pedal shoes. And riders, that's it today. Dom, thanks for your time, mate. And Legend Riders, if you have any questions on the shoes, put them on the comments and we'll get back to you.